Okay, so viewers, once again, we found ourselves here in a different environment. As you can see, the background, it's a huge forest, a very huge one. When I say huge, I can tell you it's about 1,000 meters square. And trust me, you will like the environment. Look, even though the plane is not green here, the photosynthesis is not working properly here. And of course, I can tell you that look, whatever we are seeing here in the background tells us all. There are so many tourists here within Moscow and outside Moscow, touring around here, and the environment is serene. Very beautiful atmosphere. This is natural, except that a little bit of artificiality, where you can find pavements being constructed by humans. I mean, huge roads in it, and then people have fun. They have, I mean, benches and in between what's the name, about 20 meters, in between 20 meters, where people who feel they are tired of walking just have fun, sit down and take some rest. Look, this is a beautiful environment, and it's, I can show you massively what I'm talking about here. And you can see, like I said, the distance, we already came about 500 meters long, and you can see the distance far away from us that we are here to capture. So, ladies and gentlemen, trust me, this is fantastic. You will like it. And look, it's very good to get money, travel, get to know what other places look like. Because being in your own comfort zone, you think that's the world. That is not at all. See all these buses parked here. These are people who have traveled long away. I will not be surprised to even hear that these are people who live in Moscow. But because Moscow is a huge place, it's a very big city. And so, and of course, like he's just saying, about 2,500 kilometers per mile. And then, look, it's not as if it's a joke. So people want to travel far away to come here and have fun and just look at things that happen over here. This is a natural environment. Trust me, if I get opportunity again, I'm going to be here over and over and over and over again. See some people I see in the forest having fun, because there are benches all over, because you can always have a place to sit down, and there are some of the trees that have been marked, they're already dying off, and so they have to cut them off. This is maintenance. This is maintenance. And I encourage our leaders in Africa to be able to stand up, sit up, get to know what is good for our environment, and probably let's make our nations and our continent look very beautiful. This is amazing. Trust me, I'm out of words, and I really don't know what to say. For me, this is the beautiful place ever that I found myself. Well, people would say that, okay, so you are late. We have been there before and we know what it is. And so now that you have seen, probably you're just telling us what the experience. But yeah, of course, that's true. There's always a first time for somebody. So I'm not amazed at all that somebody would say that is my first time, or probably I'm late. But trust me, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Hello, how are you? She smiles at me. I guess she has had fun enough, and so she's heading home. And ladies and gentlemen, trust me, this is beautiful. This is just one way, it's one part of the whole forest. The other side is there that we're supposed to pass and go around that way. Trust me, if we want to do this, we're going to break our legs. We'll not even find our way. Even though there are trucks that you can, trolleys that you can hire and sit in, you drive yourself, I mean, around the entire place. Trust me, these are routes, paths that have been created with pavements. No, in fact, serious investment. Very, very serious investment. And people are there. My colleague was just telling me that how could an African country even decide to possibly, I mean, invest money in such things? For what? Can you imagine us having, I mean, this kind of environment in Kakum, where people visit almost every day. People go there to just have fun and to look at things that are different, that we can beautify an environment of this sort. You see, we need to change our minds and do things right. People are getting money, and actually, this is free. I mean, we entered without any charges. Nobody asked us for any monies, and so you can imagine. I mean, it's for the nation, and people are supposed to explore. So for me, I would encourage everybody to try this. But if you're in Moscow and you have not seen this environment, please try as much as you can to visit here. This is beautiful. This is amazing. This is fantastic. For me, well, you would have your own opinion, but for me, this is so much great. So Louis, again, we coming
Yeah.
back to you. Please share with us. I mean, of course, you made an attempt to enter here, but because the weather was so cold, like you said earlier on, we were not able to, I mean, come this far. So
Yeah.
this is the first time. What do you think about this environment? Does it look amazing to you? Have you had a similar, or have you had any form of experience of this sort? Is this the first time seeing for you,
No.
or it is something that you have seen over and over
No.
again?
It's my first time to see such a relaxing atmosphere,
Yeah.
and you see we are walking, and there is no noise, only the birds singing, and very interesting to breathe fresh air and to without any pollution from the city, and really interesting, especially after the cold winter that we had, to breathe this kind of fresh and relaxing
Wow.
atmosphere.
I see that. Okay, so I mean, do you think that in Africa, well, I don't know if you travel to Africa,
No.
we have so much forest of this sort. I mean, we have huge lands that is covered with trees and I mean, water bodies, very beautiful ones. Would you want to encourage our leaders in Africa to be able to invest in such things? And for what reason?
Yeah, of course, because I think it's a great opportunity for all the Africans, the people living in Africa, to enjoy and to spend time. As you said before, we can just come here, have fun, relax, eat something, take some rest, and just enjoy being on holiday, or on weekends. You can come here. It's free, and it's enjoyable for everyone.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Louis's experience and what his thoughts are that he shared with us upon you are here, and also for me, I can see that you're just so amazed and reading things around. It's as if it's your first time seeing such an environment. Well, just like me, you will not want to dispute that fact. It's your first time actually. You cannot compare this to Kalkum
Aburi,
National Park or
or Aburi,
Bugui, Abri, or whatever they call it. I mean,
Lalbanga,
all of those
Mole
places.
National Park, even
So
though they are bigger than this site.
tell us
Yes.
what you find amazing about this area, that you
As
think that if you get opportunity you want to encourage in our African country, because we have huge forests that I mean we can be able to do similar things to encourage our economy and to probably create an environment for people to relax, have fun, I mean relieve some stress and all that. So tell us what do you think is
in Africa, you don't have to create, you have it. You just have to protect it, maintain it, build infrastructures around. Okay, create pavements, get seats, make the place enjoyable. That is what we all need. These people spend money to build, to plant trees. No, the trees are there. Our trees have no problem with the weather. The atmosphere is nice. We create recreative places for people to enjoy. I think that's all.
I see. For upon we already have the natural environment just as they do, but what he is suggesting is that we need to invest in our forest and probably create something of this sort, like the pavements, a conducive environment. You have a small space where people can, when they are tired, they can sit down and take some rest and all that. You see, I'm seeing a colleague coming towards us. I mean, he's jogging and he's just making some training for himself, so you can see him go past us. So that is it, and it's an area where people really can come and do everything. For
Pourquoi
lovers, for lovers,
les soldats de ce pays
for
toujours
lovers,
sont dans le ciel?
it's a good
Pourquoi avec la-
it's a good experience for lovers, because you can actually stand here and do everything. I mean, everything that you want to do. That's immoral. That part is actually immoral. But you see, it's the fact. You can stand here and do the cases just like the whites will do. They don't care about anybody, and just do all the cases and all the romantic moves that you want to do. In fact, I am so amazed about this environment, and ladies and gentlemen, for me, I'm out of words. Trust me, I'm really out of words, and it's serious for me. It's serious. I would want to come here again. Well, I understand Moscow is a big place, and there are so many places beautiful than this one that I am so amazed about. But it's my responsibility. I put it on myself to do this for you as a viewer, so that you also be able to tell what Moscow, at least marginalize how um, Moscow looks like. Well, I was wondering if there was going to be a green Moscow of this sort, because when I was here, I mean, I didn't see anything green. It was all snow, snow, snow everywhere. And I was wondering how the leaves and everything were going to survive. But this really tells me that God exists and everything seems to work properly, just like we expected. So you see, people are riding bicycles, lovers are just coming from the bush. Only God knows what they've got to do. And well, I'm just imagining something that probably might not have happened, but it could have happened. Yes, so this baby is riding his bicycle. So you see that, baby? How are you? How are you? How are you? Привет. 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 Yeah, здравствуйте. Хорошо. Good. Okay, so that's the young lady. He's riding his bicycle and the mother is making a call. Okay. Baka baka. Okay, so there's a young lady riding her skating car, and well, these are some few ladies, two ladies standing in front of us. I'm going to try to engage them probably. Let's see if they're going to talk to me and then have some nice experience with them. Hello, ladies. How are you? You want to talk to me? I'm doing a video. You want to talk to me? Нет? Okay, so they don't speak English, so they probably will not be able to talk with me. So that's what it is. And so we move further. Well, I don't know where we're heading towards. My colleagues are already in the lead, and they're actually in a comfortable one. And well, like I told you, this is an amazing environment. You can look at it. It's so fantastic. Everybody will want to see. This is a beautiful area, and you want to enjoy that. This is crazy for me. This is just fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to be here. I am sad. Look, let me tell you, I can confess that my colleague who I've always had videos with is not feeling very fine today, and he would have given us at least a very great interview. Like you all know, he's, I mean, he has control over English language, and I can tell you that if he was here today, he was going to give us a very beautiful interview, an interesting one, of course. And his experience was going to be really, I mean, extremely unique, because well, I thought I have not seen anything in my life, but he hasn't seen anything at all. And so for me, well, he would have had very much to share with us. So maybe, well, of course, the season is not over yet, and we're gonna be here again, and I'm hoping that by then he would be around. So you can see this is a beautiful park. I don't really know if it's a play park, I guess, the playground. So I think people come around to play. They come here and then they play as well. It's a locked gate. It's a locked environment, and so you may have to pay before you use the place or something. No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. So this is one of the routes as well. So you can see from there, that way. So people are passing by. So actually, I think there's this crossway that we are likely to go pass by. I don't know what it is, but it's a tube that you may have to climb and enter to cross over or something. So let's go. As we move along, I tell you what we're all about over here. This is really, really amazing. Of course, if I say I'm walking elsewhere, that looks different for me. Very quiet and serene. Okay, so this is a train, a railway. You can hear the background. Train is passing by, and oh, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. We actually have such a beautiful environment in Ghana, and so we just needed to be innovative enough and create things and be creative and make things work for our own good. So, like I was saying earlier, this is a railway, and this is it. So you can I said, that the top was supposed to be a railway. So we're crossing the railway since there's no train coming here. So this was the tube that I was talking about. So it was supposed to be a crossover with railway, but I guess it's not in use yet. We are doing some maintenance work on it. So that's it. Okay, so we have come another side to another side of the entire forestry, and in the background you will see a very tall building. I really don't know what it is they do over there, but I'm with my friends and we are still going. We're still going and going. We are likely to return. I don't know if we're going to return, possibly not. We may just go further and then board our train and then we find somewhere else to go. Yeah, so gentlemen, what's the plan next? You want to share with me? Louis, tell us what's the plan next. Where have we gotten to now? We're out of this
Yeah, we went out of the forest.
yeah, so we're out of the forest. And
So-
where next for us? Where are we going next?
And now we are going to try to walk
Okay.
and to join the nearest metro station.
Mm-hmm.
And we should be by this way, maybe walking 25 minutes, something like this.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, so for Luis, we're out of the forest that I was talking about, and we're heading towards a street where possibly we can find a train station to join, and then probably get our wigs back home, and then take some rest and prepare for the next day. We don't know what's going to come up, but we're hoping that you will join us again in our next video to tour around some other places here in Moscow. So we're out of the forest. What do you think?
Out of the park.
Well, the park or the forest or whatever it is, but of course it's a park that's contained forest and everything in there. Well, you're right. So tell us what has the experience been and what do you think we're headed towards?
Where you are heading to, I really don't have any plan. I don't know where we are going after this. But after walking, looking at the things in the park, it's lovely and enjoyable. To come back on with this as I was staying here.
Okay, so for Hong, we are likely to be here again, or possibly try elsewhere that we haven't visited. There are so many of those such places, Baden, Ha, Kets, whatever, you know. We're going to go to Red Square as well, because the last time we went there was during the summer, and it was all snow. Probably let's get there again and see what the place looks like during this summer, and then let's get a difference. Of course, like I said, Rahim was supposed to be here, but he's not feeling so fine, and we are hoping that the next time we shoot this video he would be in and then also share with us his experience. Like I told you, he may have a very extensive experience because he might not have seen such places in his lifetime ever. Yes, so this is another episode that we shared with you. So just enjoy it and trust me, I will not let you down. I'm not going to disappoint you. I'm going to show you everything that you want to know. Yes, so this is the inner city.
Yeah.
We are out of the forest and in the city already. So this is it. I don't know what this building is all about. It's all written in Russian. And trust me, some of the words I need to take a few seconds to be able to coordinate the words, the letters together to pronounce them as a word. And so it's a crossroad junction we found. We're here and we're going to cross over and walk further to see if we can find a train station somewhere closer. So ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This driver will not stop for us to cross, but we are out. So that's it. You can see Magnet over here, our favorite shop. Magnet is over here, so you can see that. You see that? Yeah, so Magnet has been our favorite shop. That's where we,
It's less expensive.
yeah,
Than where Louis have been going.
we have very cheap
That is
stuff there.
very
Well, I mean, if it is less expensive, does not mean that we like things that are cheap, you know. we just like to buy our stuff from there. Louis, it's good there. It's a good day.
Yeah.
I see. I can see Louis is just so excited. He's just looking around and making sure that he misses nothing out of this whole scenery.
Exactly.
And just like me, well, I'm sure I've missed a lot. They possibly have seen a lot than me because I'm concentrating on the video. And I know that when we get back, they're going to give me a general overview of what we have done so far. Right? Yeah, so in the sky you can see rockets flying. They call it somewhere. Something. Yeah, so that's it for now. And hello. Yes. That's fun. It's a fun day. It's a fun day. It's a fun day. You know, you don't have to be. You don't have to be. I mean, some people will feel intimidated by this video that, oh, these guys, they're lucky. They've traveled outside Ghana and they're chilling. They're having fun outside Ghana and all that. You know, it's not as if. I mean, God's time is the best, and I just hope that one day everyone will have such a brilliant opportunity to explore across the globe. You know, it's very important. Some of us, it's not the end of it. We will try as much as we can to go to other places, maybe other countries, to see, well, God knows what best. If everything works well, we want to have that and have a very nice experience as well. So, I mean, do you have anything to share or advices to give to people someone who may be watching us and feeling that, I mean, we are lucky and we are exploring, we are traveling outside our countries to see things, and they kind of don't have, they don't have, I mean, such opportunity to also travel. What would you want to tell them? Do you think that, I mean, they should be patient, and if everything goes well, they are also likely to get such an opportunity to travel, or you think that they should just stay wherever they are and do what they can, and then if God, I mean, comes their way, they can also succeed somehow, not possibly traveling outside their vicinity?
Yeah, I think it's, of course, it's a good opportunity to travel.
Yep.
But if you cannot do it, do not lose hope, and keep always in mind that everything is possible and that you have a long time to do it. And even if you don't do it in a short future, you still can do it later. But concerning Moscow, I would say that it's really a good place to be. But I would advise that if you come, don't come before May, because it's really cold, and I think that the living conditions are good, but in summer they are really hard, and it's very cold. So if you have the opportunity to come, and if also you have the opportunity to choose the moment where you want to come, try to come in summer or in spring.
Okay, but our viewers so much appreciate your advice. This is a fantastic one. This is a very solid one that everyone will want to hear. You know, it's so clear, it's brief, and so much deep, and so anyone who listened to him probably would learn lessons out of this. Yeah, so that's very important. Very important. So whatever you're doing, you don't have to lose hope. Do it in your own pace, and then everything will be fine with you. So I don't know. I can show you some of the buildings. But summer is so good. Summer is beautiful, and everybody likes it, rather than the winter, where you have to wear over 5 clothes to survive the cold. You know, you look too heavy and all that. People are closing from work and rushing home, and we are having fun as well. Yeah, a newly constructed building. You can see that. Yeah, so this is it. Investment is happening in Moscow. Yeah, so we're doing a crossover again. Hello, привет. Yeah, хорошо. So that's all I hear in Russian. That's all I can say in Russian. I try my best to speak. Yeah. So this is it. I mean, my favorite car, Pathfinder. You know that. Yeah. So we further. So that's it. It's a good day, and fun is good. Woo! Wow!
Yesterday it was hot.
Wow! When you're saying something?
I'm saying yesterday it was hot.
Yeah.
Today,
Well, that's one thing about the weather, you know, you can't really tell what the next moment will feel like. I mean, in one breath it's cold, you move to another zone, it's very warm, you know, and some, I mean, that's the amazing part of Russia. I mean, you cannot really predict what the next hour will look like. It just fluctuates and changes anyhow. And so wherever you're going, you just need to protect yourself. Make sure you have protective measures, like
Oui.
getting your coats,
ça m'en
along
rêve,
with you.
les bâtiments maison comme ça.
you know that.
Ghana.
Ça m'en rêve au Ghana, oui.
So,
Aussi.
okay. So I
grande
mean,
maison comme ça?
well, I may have to conclude with us here, and so
C'est possible pour moi.
as we move further, if you find anything
Parce que tu es
interesting,
bank manager.
we want to share with you
Je vais
again.
là pour emprunter.
So, stay tuned.
Banking filing with
keep
et payer un
looking up to-
petit uninstall.
Debrief. I'm going to show you more as long as I live in Moscow.
Where you live?
Yeah. So it's good to talk.
Got it.
Yeah. So you see that this is one of the lanes, areas where you always want to have to see. Yeah. So we are doing illegal crossing, and we need to do this faster
Can go to the
because the traffic has red
metro.
for pedestrians. Yeah. So yes. So we have to conclude here. So ladies and gentlemen, guys, let's conclude here. Your final remarks. Let's do this right now, and then we can. So Louis, generally tell us. I mean, your briefly, just tell us what the entire
Yeah,
experience.
today was a good day, very good day. We enjoyed a very huge park with a very relaxing atmosphere. So I strongly advise if you come here to visit this place.
Thank you very much, Mr. Louis. That's him. So he said that he's just shared with us. He advises that anyone at all should try as much as they can to be here to visit. So upon you tell us, in briefly,
Being in the
brief
room
words.
is Abba.
very brief words, tell us
Being in
what's
the room is very boredom.
Mhm.
So coming out today, we feel a little bit distressed.
Yeah.
Very lovely environment. I'm enjoying Russia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Opon. Thank you. You're enjoying Russia. That's very important. So that is it for now. We're going to share with you. I'm going to show you further in case there's anything to share. Yes. Thank you very much for staying tuned, and I'll get back to you. The name is Debrief. Watch me out on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you. Bye bye.